man.
Here it is, the official face-off. The date, September 12th, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world.
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Technically, being the bigger guy, you have too much weight for Crawford, but from that performance, do you feel like it's a lot tighter and there's a lot more question marks in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need box IQ, the right box IQ, you know what I mean? You need to be smart. And someone like Canelo fighting against Crawford, you need more than power, you need more than speed, you need ring IQ, you need literally everything, because this is the two best pound for pound fighters who are going to be fighting each other, even though Crawford is going to be giving away a lot of weight. But I feel that it could go either way.
Canelo's a bigger guy, he should win by size, but for you, how does that fight play out?
I think Canelo does win by knockout. I think he does win by knockout. And that's only because the weight. You can't jump up from 54 to 68 fighting the best of the best, even though you're the best yourself. It's too much of a weight jump, man. But listen, you never know. You can't write off Crawford, but I think Canelo will knock him out.
Sorry?
What do you make of the fight with Crawford and Canelo that's likely to be announced?
I think Crawford wants this fight a lot. He wants this fight, and I think he will be more active than Canelo's previous opponent, and he has different mentality. He has champion mentality. I think fight will be much more interesting.
What do you make of the weight in that fight, the weight difference?
I think Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants, because we could see this fight. Canelo did everything. When he wanna rest, he could rest easy, in this fight.
Yeah,
of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. He just rest. And I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Who do you think wins?
I don't know. It's a very interesting fight, but
Here are the best reactions to the thrilling conclusion of the fight between Canelo Alvarez and William Skull.
it was. It's not interesting to see the fight when one person doesn't wanna win at all. But it was hard fight for Canelo because he was always aiming, and even the Skull didn't throw punches, and it's hard to catch him. He's just moving, but his movement is good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just his destiny, because he's a champion and he's a hard puncher, and guys just scared to risk too much. They don't throw punches because it's a risk.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. They moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
I mean, look, it wasn't a prettiest, and a lot, it could have gone either way, because I had probably Skull winning by 2 rounds. I mean, I like Canelo, I think he's a great fighter, but the thing is, I think that he was looking he was picking the shots better and landing the better, cleaner shots. Canelo was marked up a little bit, but look, it could have gone either way. Anyway, regardless how the fight went, it was a great performance by both fighters, but it's made a bigger fight happen now with Canelo and Crawford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
He done what he had to do, Canelo, but in terms of William Skull, I think easier said than done. I've not been in the position myself, so this is just kind of guesstimating, but I think if I was in there with Canelo, I would have just had it out with him, man. Go out on your shield. You can already tell once they start moving around the ring, they've got the negative mindset, because they know, we know, when you're fighting a champion like Canelo, you have to dominate. You have to do what Bivol done to him. And you have to be very, very smart in the way you do it, but aggressive as well. You can't be negative.
Terence Crawford kept calling out Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo finally responded. In a pre-fight interview, he didn't hold back. Not only did he shut down the idea of a fight with Crawford, but he also made his stance crystal clear. At the same time, he revealed a major new contract that could shape the next chapter of his career.
Say I don't have other fight in the future. I just have my fight with William School, and that's it. I focus 100% on that fight because, you know, I have already been in this position a lot of times. When I have a fight, they always asking me for other fights, so nothing new for me. But you know, I'm focused 100% on the fight. And
for months, fans have been demanding a fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. Crawford kept challenging Canelo, repeatedly calling him out. The Mexican champion remained silent until now, and when he finally spoke, he didn't hold anything back.
It's Crawford.
that's the plan, you know. You know what they want,
right?
And everybody wants that fight, but in my mind is always I need to take care about the May fight, and then we'll see, because
right. Who knows what happens?
Who knows what happened? So yeah, but I know what the people want, but I need to take care about.
The plan is to fight Terence Crawford. That's the plan, Canelo said. You know what the people want, right? Everyone wants that fight. But in my mind, I have to focus on my fight in May 1st. After that, we'll see. Anything can happen. I know what the people want, but I have to take care of what's in front of me first.
Canelo, at anything Riyadh season, he wasn't at the sort of the ring relaunch, if you like, a couple of weeks ago in Saudi. So he's almost kept his distance from it. We haven't sort of any connection between Canelo and Saudi Arabia. So I didn't expect him to be there. And when he was there, I was like, okay, this is interesting. We might get Canelo Crawford. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh my God, we might get Canelo Crawford. And who knows, right?
Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez's surprise appearance in Saudi Arabia shocked fans and boxing experts alike. Until now, he had no public ties to the region or its boxing scene. His presence instantly sparked speculation, especially about a potential clash with Terence Crawford.
Beating up big dudes all my life.
Because they underestimate your bud.
It's just, even if they didn't, I'm gonna beat you up. You know, I can fight.
Right.
You know, so if you watch, like, all these dudes bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care, but I'm gonna find a way to win.
We hadn't seen Canelo at any Riyadh season events. He wasn't even at the ring relaunch a few weeks ago in Saudi Arabia. So, he really kept his distance. There was no connection between him and Saudi, at least publicly. That's why I didn't expect him to show up. But when he did, I thought, okay, this just got interesting. The first thing that came to my mind was, we might actually get Canelo versus Crawford. Who knows? It could really happen.
You know what I mean? One in the moments, you know? I need the doubters to fuel me. What you think he'd do if he go up 2 more weight classes? I need that, you know, because that's gonna make me more focused and turn into a different animal. So I need the people to say, I can't do.
Some doubted whether Terence Crawford had the patience to wait for this potential fight. But Crawford wasn't concerned. He's used to proving people wrong. To him, size doesn't determine the outcome of a fight. As always, he remained calm and confident when asked about facing bigger opponents.
I can adapt myself to any style, and this is not going to be the exception. But you know, he's a champion, and I want to be undisputed again, and I think it's a good match.
As rumors swirled about a $750 million mega fight with Canelo Alvarez, Terence but Crawford didn't back down. He embraced the challenge. For Crawford, the public's lack of belief isn't a weakness, it's fuel. When asked about stepping into higher weight classes, his response was firm and fearless.
Alvarez, Canelo, you've been a part of 66 professional fights. Does number 67 this week feel a little bit different?
Feels the same for me. I love boxing, I enjoy boxing, and for me it's the same. I'm very excited to be here in Riyadh. That's the only change. It's one of my dreams, fighting in another country. Now I'm about to do it. I'm excited. It's the same for me. It's the same, excited, motivated, I'm ready.
Canelo Alvarez was locked in and ready to face the undefeated super middleweight William Skull. Calm and composed, Canelo acknowledged Skull as a champion, but not necessarily a major threat. He believed the matchup was a good fit and felt confident heading into the bout.
By myself, sparring, fighting in another country, I feel great. I feel great about it. Motivate, and you know this fight is very important to me. I never take nothing easy. I always train him 100% because I know he have a lot of skills, but you know, he's no other Canelo out there. So I'm gonna prepare myself and put it a good show in Saudi Arabia.
Long before fight night, Canelo had already arrived in Riyadh and made his presence known during media day. With his showdown against William Skull fast approaching, Alvarez stepped into the spotlight for what would be his first fight outside of North America. Despite the unfamiliar setting, Canelo remained focused and composed, speaking openly in multiple interviews about his mindset and emotions ahead of the fight.
Well, it's like if there is just one bell, it's mine too. So I can adapt myself.
In one of his final press appearances before the bout, Canelo opened up about preparing to fight outside of his home territory. At the final pre-fight press conference, he emphasized how motivated he felt by the new environment and the fresh challenges it brought.
Because his style, you know, the Cuban style is a little bit complicated, but like always, I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna be in the ring and like boxing is, you know, hurt your opponent as much you can, and I'm gonna do it that.
Canelo spoke with the confidence of a unified champion, making it clear he was ready for anything. He reminded everyone of who he is and why he holds the belts, showing no signs of intimidation.
Very good right now, actually. I rely on my fundamentals, and I have prepared really well in a very dignified way for this fight. And all I want is to be ready for May 3rd and give the fans a great fight.
When asked about William Skull's fighting style, Canelo didn't shy away from acknowledging the Cuban style's reputation. It's tough, technical, and tricky. Still, he remained confident in his ability to adapt and deliver on fight night.
I like to be active, and I don't take, we don't have a fight in September. We have this fight, and then we will see the September fight, but I'm focused 100% on.
As the fight approached, William Skull also projected calm determination. He emphasized the importance of sticking to the basics and maintaining discipline. Skull promised to deliver a strong performance for the fans on May 3rd.
In style of boxing, what kind of fight are you expecting to this man, William Skull?
I expect the same. At the beginning, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I'm different Canelo now, and he's gonna feel it Saturday.
When asked about the possibility of a mega fight in September, Canelo Alvarez made it clear he wasn't looking past his current opponent. He stressed the importance of staying active and fully focused, saying that, for now, all of his attention was on William Skull.
Skull, 5'11". Do we have the face-off, guys? 5'11 and a half?
Okay, yeah, look, this is, I'm not going to take away from how big he is, but then I always go to the footwear. It's important for me. William Skull had Timberlands on.
Okay, but first of all,
still a couple.
William Skull is currently listed at 5'11 and a half.
He's not 5'11, dude.
Canelo's 5'7 and a half.
Yeah, I'm 5'11. This guy's not 5'11. This guy's bigger than me.
I mean, that looks like 5'11.
That looks like 6'2".
Oh, you're actually saying he's taller.
He's taller. I think, look at it, look, dude.
The stage was set for one of the most important fights of the year. Canelo Alvarez was ready to face IBF champion William Skull in a major title bout. With championship belts, legacy, and a potential showdown with Terence Crawford hanging in the balance, the stakes were high for both fighters.
I want him to be uncomfortable.
That's gonna be a key for me.
Sin haberle un veredicto el 3 de mayo.
And then when the time comes, I want to shut everybody up that already has the September.
As this highly unusual matchup drew closer, one issue stood out: the size difference. During recent events, observers couldn't help but notice the physical gap between the two fighters. Debate quickly followed, with many pointing out Skull's significant height advantage over Canelo. Meanwhile, as talk of a potential Canelo versus Crawford fight in September gained traction, William Skull wasn't having it. He was laser-focused and determined to prove he wasn't just a stepping stone. In a recent statement, Skull made his mindset clear. He was here to win, not to be overlooked.
I'm different Canelo now, and he's gonna feel it Saturday. Believe me. He say he's gonna eat me, but the only thing he's gonna eat is gonna eat this. Look, this. And everybody talks, but when they step in the ring, it's gonna be something different. He's gonna feel something different for sure. Believe me. This is nothing new for me, but for him, it's gonna be something different, and he's gonna feel something different.
Just days before the fight, Canelo Alvarez and William Skull came face to face, and fans immediately reignited the conversation about their size disparity. Skull's listed height had already sparked discussion, but seeing him tower over Canelo only intensified the buzz.
The way you need to win, right? Sometimes you try so hard to knock out somebody, and it's even harder. Like Berlanga, last fight, he tried to survive, and it's very difficult even more because they make the fight even more hard. But, I'm gonna do my job, and if the knockout comes.
As fight night arrived, Canelo Alvarez delivered a calm but unmistakable message to William Skull. Confident in his experience and evolution as a fighter, Canelo believed those qualities would be the deciding factors in the ring. And when it came to Skull's bold pre-fight comments, Canelo didn't hold back with his response either.
Eat you in the ring on Saturday night.
I have my kids here. If no, I can say what he's gonna eat Saturday. But he's gonna eat punches. That's what.
He's going to feel something different. Believe me, Canelo said. This isn't new for me, but for him, it's going to be something he's never experienced. As the fight neared, speculation grew. Would Canelo go for a knockout? Fans expected fireworks, but Canelo stayed composed. When asked if he was chasing a KO, he answered honestly and coolly, making it clear he was focused on fighting smart, not just delivering spectacle.
I'm feeling good, about the fight. It's going to be a tough fight for Canelo.
You think so?
I think a lot of people are writing William Skull off. I think he's going to make it competitive, and I do think Canelo's going to get the job done. I think he's going to secure a victory, and I just hope he get out the ring, no injuries, and be ready for September.
Are you going to be ringside at all over there? Are you going to hop on a jet and get there quick? It's like a 20-hour flight, man.
I'll be ringside.
Okay.
During a light-hearted media moment, Canelo was asked about William Skull's bold claim that he would eat anything Canelo throws, especially if his family was watching. Canelo kept the tone playful but firm, responding with a sharp remark and a clear warning. Skull should be careful what he wishes for.
With all the skills in the world, if he keeps him out and you believe it's just...
Because Canelo got skills too.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you don't have skills. Crawford got skills, yeah, but if they both fought at 54, I'd be like, I don't know.
Is that more of a pick?
I'm just saying, like, if they both fought at 54, right? And Canelo was who he was at 54, and Crawford, they both, I don't know. Yeah. Now you give Canelo 68. I mean, I don't know. I just think for me.
As the buzz around this superlight intensified, talk of a future clash between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford only grew louder. Crawford was watching closely, analyzing Canelo's every move as he prepared to face William Skull. With so much on the line, Crawford made it clear he was keeping his eyes locked on everything.
Hey, scratch my head. Canelo, what are you doing? Look, people want to see the big fights. They want to see the big fights. They want to see Benavidez. That's it. They want to see, to a certain extent, they want to see Crawford. made me think actually. Canelo, the big mega events. So, especially towards the end of your career.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the fourth quarter of Canelo's career, so might as well give us the.
As excitement around a potential Canelo versus Crawford showdown reached a fever pitch, boxing legend Mike Tyson added his voice to the conversation. When asked about the fight, Tyson talked timing and location, making it clear he wanted to see it happen live. Meanwhile, former champion Shane mostly gave a raw, unfiltered take. Drawing from his own in-ring experience, mostly broke down both fighters' skill sets and the physical differences between them. He didn't hold back in his assessment of what could be one of boxing's biggest matchups. Oscar de la Hoya, once Canelo's promoter, expressed confusion over Canelo's recent decisions. At this stage in his career, de la Hoya believed Canelo should be chasing only the biggest fights, and he didn't understand why that wasn't happening. At 34 years old, with 20 years in the sport and championships across multiple weight classes, Canelo Alvarez is beginning to think about retirement. In a recent interview, he hinted that he might hang up the gloves by age 37. "I've already done it all," Canelo said. "I've fought the best, won titles in multiple divisions, been pound-for-pound king, fighter of the year, everything." But while he reflects on his legacy, he's still making massive moves. In a bold shift of power in the boxing world, Turkish officials reportedly secured a major fight deal with Canelo for Riyadh season, signaling a deepening shift of control away from American promoters and towards Saudi Arabia. As one analyst put it, Saudi Arabia now controls the sport of boxing on levels no one else can match. In a daring move, Canelo and Turki Al-Sheikh publicly announced the new fight agreement, one that wasn't just about belts but about power, ambition, and legacy. With this deal, Canelo Alvarez hasn't just booked another fight, he's reshaped the sport. Now, all eyes are on what's next. Will Canelo face Terence Crawford in a historic clash? Or will he remain at super middleweight and defend his titles there? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.